What's going on, guys? My name is Ben and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give you guys at long last the verdict as to which car I'm going to keep and which car I'm going to sell. In my previous video with both of these cars together, I was quite surprised at the comments. It seems you guys love both cars quite equally, so there wasn't really much for me to go off and base my decision. However, one car does have to go because, of course, I cannot afford to run both cars with the insurance and the tax at the same time. So, drum roll please. The car I'm going to be selling is the Porsche Boxster S. So yes, I have unfortunately come to the decision to sell my Porsche Boxster S. Now for some of you this may be a shock, and to others with all my modification videos with the M3 it's probably not. So essentially, why am I selling this car? You would think with it coming up to summer, being able to drop the roof, it's kind of the obvious car to keep. Well, it's kind of a been there, done that. I've had a good couple of convertibles now, and I just feel, I just don't know, this car is incredible at what it does. It handles like nothing else I've ever driven on the road. Take it onto a B road with a mid-engine setup, it's just a weapon. It would just annihilate any corner, and it is fantastic. And of course the flat six sounds immense as well. It's just, to me, it lacks a little bit of drama. Like I say, with the mid-engine placement, there is a lot of weight over the rear axle. So to get this car to step out is close to impossible. And I think that's where this car lacks. Although it is good, my personal kind of preference for a car is to be a little bit more kind of crap, I suppose. Does that make sense? I want to enjoy this car and I want to play with it and have fun, but it just doesn't necessarily do that. It also hasn't, replacing my 35IS, this car hasn't gotten underneath my skin like the 35IS did. That car just had the power, the performance, and of course the pop-pops from the exhaust. Sounded incredible, and I think because I took it on the road trip, I really gelled with the car despite what happened. It really got under my skin and I fell in love with it. So that just necessarily hasn't happened with this, and it's very, very hard to explain. It is a good car, don't get me wrong. I just don't know, I just think it's the badge making it kind of cool. It's very hard to explain, and yeah, so the Boxster S will soon go for sale. If anyone's interested, then do feel free to get in contact with me. But it's a good spec. It's got 92,000 miles on it. It's got Bose heated seats, grey leather. The paint's pretty good. The wheels are good. And it is a stunning looking car. It's just, oh, the M3 is just kind of got me. I think if I was to sell it now and not experiment with it, not do the things I want to do with that car, like I say, it's I said this in the previous video with both the cars, that car for me is a dream car of mine. I've wanted an E92 M3 for a number of years now, even before I had my Z4 35IS. So to get rid of it now without doing some of the future plans I have with it just doesn't feel like I'm doing it justice. And the kind of looking into the future, the possibilities with the car, so I would like to do something with the exhaust. I want it to definitely be louder, and a potential wrap in the future, who knows. They're just options I need to explore, and as soon as we can come out of lockdown, I would love to take that car on a little road trip, whether it's in Europe, whether it's just in the UK, I don't know. But I just want to give the car a chance to kind of prove itself to me. It sounds weird. And I just want to enjoy it. That's essentially it. I don't care about the running costs. It's not that bad for a V8. The MPG isn't that worse than this, to be fair, which is a bit of a shock. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process at the minute. The Porsche Boxster S has to go because I cannot afford to run two cars, and I just feel like the M3, it's just a little bit special. Now then, on to the M3. Now this car to me is just fantastic. The carbon roof, just everything about it. It is such a beast on the road. As you know, I've done a number of modifications to it and I am thoroughly enjoying myself. I've got these M4 kind of style kidney grills, these gloss black wrapped bits on the bonnet. I have since wrapped the mirror caps in gloss black and the interior with the red start stop button, the red M button, and I repainted the interior. Now, the future of this car is quite exciting and expensive, if I'm honest. So I think I said earlier, tomorrow the wheels are going off for a refurb. They're just going to go gloss black again. I'm going to have them powder coated. In the back of the car, I have a set of 4 Michelin Pilot Sport Michelin Super Sport 4Ss, there we go, which will go on the car when the wheels are done as well. So that is just going to transform it, because at the minute I think I have about 1.5 mil on the rear, so it's quite snaky. So those rear tyres are really going to make a difference on this car, and I cannot wait to get out and take it for a proper drive once they are on. And future plans, I touched on this earlier. I want to do something with the exhaust. This bumper also needs a respray. One, it's too blue. It's been done before. It doesn't quite match up. There's a bit of paint peeling there and just various bits you notice when you wash the car. When that is done as well, I want to, of course, I want the number plate to fall off, is what I'm going to say, but where this kind of plinth is, this kind of holder, behind there are around 10 holes. I'm going to have them filled in, smoothed over, so the front end is just completely mean. No front plate. Again, I don't know where that's gone. No front plate, just like the Boxster, and I will get the front bumper done perfect. It will look bang on. And then I'm thinking splitter options, maybe a Maxton design gloss black splitter all the way across, or those kind of carbon fiber pieces that just go here. Haven't decided yet, but it is all very, very exciting. And I just love this car so much. I can't wait to take it on a road trip somewhere. Right before lockdown, I did take this to the Peak District, and then I went on a kind of M3 owner's drive. And I think that, for me, is just where I fell in love with the car. It's just an animal, and I love it so, so much. Now, upon reflection, it does appear that I am coming off a little bit harsh on the Porsche, when I hope that isn't the case at all. Now, this car for me for quite a while has been a car on my bucket list, so I am very grateful that I can tick that off and say I have owned it. It's been a fantastic car to own. It looks great. It handles like nothing else I've ever driven. And yeah, it is a bucket list car, and I'm very glad I've owned it. Reliability wise, it is built like a tank. Nothing has gone wrong. The only thing I've had to spend money on are the lowering springs and 2 new front tyres. That is pretty much it. So it's essentially bulletproof. All it's needed is modifications and general wear and tear items, essentially. And yeah, I'm very pleased with it. I'm going to be very sad to see it go. I am kind of stalling advertising it at the moment. All I need to do is clean it, give it a polish, whack it up for sale on eBay. But I just think the longer I take, the longer I've got with it, essentially. And this hasn't been an easy decision. It's not like I've just kind of woken up and gone, yes, I'm definitely going to keep the M3, because it hasn't happened like that. When I filmed the video comparing both of the cars, I thought that would be a very good indication. I thought I was just going to say, yes, I'll have the M3. But the reality was, after driving this car, I've realised again kind of how good it is at what it does. And even now, like, the weather's fantastic. We've had a good couple of days of about 20 degrees. I've been driving around with the roof down, and it's been really making me smile. So it is a very, very hard decision, and it will be very difficult to see it go. But unfortunately, all good things come to an end. I can't have 2 cars, and unfortunately the Boxster S has to go, because I just want that little bit more kind of that sense of drama you get from a car, and that is what you get in the M3. So unfortunately, this car's going to go, and it is time to pass it on to someone else. There we have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are not too sad to see the Boxster go, and I hope you are as excited as I am for the future upcoming possibilities with the M3. Let me know in the comments down below which car you would prefer to keep on the channel, and if I'm making the right decision or not. But anyway, there we have it then, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and The M3 is here to stay. So if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you do not miss out any of my future upcoming content modifying the BMW M3 and taking it on its future journeys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.